Hey everyone, this is Katie, Mission to Wonderland. Today is day 4 for me of post-op from VSG surgery. So thought I would do a quick video and let you all know where I am now, what's changed since surgery, and what to expect over the next week or so. I did have my surgery on Tuesday, August 11th. I was able to come home on August the 12th in the afternoon and have been at home since. Just to kind of give you an idea of what that discharge was like, when I actually did not have a lot of requirements before I came home. And I know some people do. I did have to show that I could keep liquid down, that I could get out and walk around, basically that I could just be independent enough to not need someone with me at all times. So as I came home, I really tried to focus on fluid. That was the first thing for me, because I'll be honest, I don't really feel hungry. I feel like I know I should have something, but there isn't like a hunger pain. And another big thing I was really big on, to be completely honest, was not making other people feel like they couldn't eat around me. I struggled with that ever so slightly, but I was very honest and open about it the entire time that I was considering this surgery, that this is something that I have to do for me, and I don't want the people in my life to feel like they can't live their life because I made this choice. Over the last couple of days, my mom was here. My boyfriend, of course, lives with me, and they kind of ate as they normally would. And I just, when I could eat, I would, have soup or a protein shake, and I don't want that to be a taboo thing. So I've been really big on that, and I think it's also something that just helps you practice a lot of self-discipline. I made a brunch yesterday for them, just as a thank you. I've been pretty worthless for the last few days, and I appreciate their company and just how much they've cared and have made efforts to make me feel as comfortable as possible. And even making it, like, it smelled great, but I'll say there's nothing that really drove me towards wanting to have some right then. So that was good. I was very glad to hear that because I love brunch. But today I've struggled more so than the last couple of days. So I woke up feeling kind of queasy, not like I was going to throw up, but just very unsettled in my stomach. And to be completely honest, that's not fully gone away all day. I took my Tylenol when I woke up this morning. I also took omeprazole, I believe is what it's called. And I've started taking a stool softener. And beyond that, I had to do my morning shot. I do a morning and an evening blood thinner shot. That is probably the worst part of the whole thing. The needle doesn't hurt, but the medication stings a little bit. But I've been doing those every day. I've not drank enough fluids today. I felt like garbage. So once I drank kind of my first 12-ounce glass of something, I let my stomach settle. I got a protein shake down over about an hour and a half. And I still wasn't feeling better. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go lay down and kind of rest. So I took a pretty substantial nap, woke back up. I still feel a little unsettled, but I think I can get some stuff down. So I'm going to work on a Powerade Zero. But that was one big thing that my doctor said that I hadn't read in all the documentation, that those first 2 weeks after, it's just hard to get fluid in, let alone adding the protein on top of it. So they said if you can get a protein shake down in all your fluids, you're doing good, and just keep building off of that. So that's kind of what I've been trying to focus on. Overall, in terms of how I feel, I'm cut open in 5 different places. They covered it with a glue. I've had no issue with those. One particular spot has started to become a little bit more sore, and I think that's the one that they actually pull your stomach through. And it's incredible to think that something this big was big enough to pull the rest of your stomach through. So I imagine that will be a little tender for a few days. But overall, I'm doing pretty good. I am still not a fan of broth. So I've been doing primarily like a cream soup if I need something. But really, Jell-O has been my friend. There's something about the consistency and the coolness of it that it doesn't bother my stomach, and I get to count it as fluid too, so that's helpful. Plus, it kind of tricks your brain to make you think you're eating something more substantial. So I'm very, very excited to get to move on to next stages. This is now almost 3 weeks of the liquid diet, which I feel I have actually done so much better than I ever would have imagined. So if you're a person like me that thinks there's not a chance in hell that I'm going to be satisfied with liquids and I'm going to be hangry and not easy to live with, it's not nearly as bad as you think. But I do suggest taking the time ahead of surgery, even if you're right on the cusp of it. Make sure you know what you like. And don't buy a bunch of bulk stuff. So I had several people tell me that, and I did it anyway, and I know I'm never going to use most of it. So find out what you like and kind of play it day by day. Egg drop soup was a great thing for me. I've seen some people say yay or nay as to when you can have that, but our restaurant, it's so thin that it was more just liquid than anything else. So I had that several days and still managed to lose 15 pounds during my liquid diet for the liver shrink diet. So that's a back pocket thing for me. I know I like it. I know it's good. Same way with I enjoy a tomato soup. I've tried two that are more of a bisque, so they have little small pieces of tomato in them, but nothing really that even requires chewing, but it's hearty. And I think that's been the big thing for me with liquid, is that I don't feel like I get that hearty meal. So I think part of that's just a challenge in general with, obviously you're not having something hearty, it's liquid, but it's almost just tricking your brain. So faux broth, egg drop soup, tomato soup, cream of mushroom soup, something like that that just has a little bit of a heartiness to it has been a lot of help for me. As for today, like I said, the nausea has been kind of real. Not to the point I've ever felt like I'm going to get sick, but it just makes you not want to put anything in your stomach either. If I could describe it honestly as anything, it's kind of like a hangover where you know you should eat, but your body's like, maybe not. That's kind of what this feels like. So overall, though, doing well, anxious to get past these next steps. I did a little bit of research that said usually days 3 to 6 post-op can be the worst in terms of soreness and discomfort. So I'm right in the middle of that on number 4. So hopefully that will subside over the next couple of days. I'll keep everybody posted again with some of the meals that are great for me, things I don't like, things I did, things I wish I would have tried first, and some hacks and tricks along the way. So thanks for checking in for my update. Again, I'd say overall feeling pretty good. Pain's definitely tolerable, just kind of feeling like a slug. And I'm not a good sit around person, so it's been a challenge. And my mom left today, so my sister's actually coming in a couple of days to hang out for a few days, and she's already had the surgery too. So I'm going to plan on doing a Q&A with Samantha while she's here with me next week. So we'll have another cool video to talk about what I've experienced now and what she experienced in her kind of first steps after post-op. So hope everyone's having a great weekend. If you have any questions, like I said, please drop them below. Happy to answer them for you, and look forward to, again, kind of partnering up to share during this journey. So if anything I can provide for you is helpful, don't hesitate to ask. Happy to help in any way I can. So have a good one, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.